Resilient leadership is characterized by the ability to navigate between emergency response and sustainable practices while maintaining organizational effectiveness. Resilient leaders demonstrate adaptive decision-making under pressure, skillfully balancing personal and professional boundaries, and developing proactive crisis preparation systems that flex rather than break. They cultivate multi-layered support networks and practice transparent yet strategic communication that builds trust during uncertainty. The most effective resilient leaders I know transform their crisis experience into competitive advantage through purpose-driven innovation while empowering their teams to contribute to solutions. Perhaps most significantly, they integrate personal growth with business evolution, understanding that resilience isn't about returning to a pre-crisis state, but about intentionally creating more robust, adaptable systems that incorporate crisis wisdom into daily operations. Having worked with thousands of business owners and leaders over the past 25 years, I have identified 8 keystones of resilient business leadership that show you how to become the face of wisdom and the strength and support in the midst of navigating unknown situations. The first keystone of resilient business leadership is adaptive decision-making under pressure. When crisis strikes, resilient leaders demonstrate remarkable agility in decision-making while maintaining their core values. Successful adaptation isn't just about changing direction, it's about making calculated decisions under extreme pressure while keeping team cohesion intact. This keystone combines quick response with thoughtful consideration of long-term implications. The second keystone is the balance of personal and professional boundaries. Resilient leaders master the delicate art of maintaining boundaries while remaining authentically connected to their teams. Effective boundaries are not walls, they are filters that allow appropriate vulnerability while maintaining leadership presence. The third keystone is proactive crisis preparation systems. The most resilient leaders create robust systems before they are needed. Preparation isn't about predicting specific crises, it's about building flexible, responsive systems that can adapt to any challenge. Resilient leaders focus on creating digital redundancies, geographical awareness, and clear protocols that can be activated quickly when needed. The fourth keystone is multi-layered support network cultivation. Successful crisis navigation requires a web of support, not a single safety net. Resilient leaders actively build and maintain relationships across multiple spheres, from corporate partnerships to community connections. Resilient leaders understand that diverse support systems provide both practical resources and emotional sustenance during crisis. The fifth keystone is transparent yet strategic communication. Communication during crises requires both openness and wisdom. Resilient leaders demonstrate the effective crisis communication balances transparency with strategic consideration of impact. They create clear channels for two-way dialogue while maintaining appropriate boundaries around sensitive information. The sixth keystone is purpose-driven innovation. Crisis often catalyzes innovation, but resilient leaders ensure this innovation aligns with deeper purpose. Resilient leaders show that sustainable innovation emerges from the intersection of crisis response and meaningful impact. The seventh keystone is team empowerment during crisis. Resilient leaders understand that crisis response requires collective effort. Through distributed leadership responsibilities and collaborative decision-making, they create environments where team members can contribute meaningfully to solutions. Empowered teams become crucial partners in crisis recovery, often providing the emotional and practical support leaders need to maintain their effectiveness. The eighth and final keystone of resilient business leadership is the integration of personal growth with business evolution. The most resilient leaders transform personal challenges into catalysts for organizational growth. Resilient leaders demonstrate that personal and professional growth are intertwined. They show that authentic leadership includes using personal insights to drive organizational evolution and finding meaning through business transformation. If you would like to download the 8 Keystones of Resilient Business Leadership, use the QR code on the screen to do so.